because now the Cataclysms should technically mean that he's challenging somebody, meaning that he's kicking them into the core. That should be how this interaction works. So there should be a kick to the core, so it should be boom, challenging, and then there should be Dragon's Kick. Boom into the core! And now every single time Jarvan is making that spell, meaning that Lee... Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel. Again, another deck for you today. This one is actually an interesting one because it's actually an interesting synergy between Lee Sin and Jarvan the Fourth. Let's get into this. The deck is called Just for Kicks, and the idea that we're working with here now, I'm not going to, okay, yet again, let's just very quickly state, this is for meme tier stuff, but the idea is really funny, and that's the main thing of it here. So this is one of those decks which is probably not going to have a good win rate, but it will be really funny, yet again, all the decks, all the times that you win, because what we're doing here is we're doing a synergy which not many people have worked out, which is Lee with Jarvan, and the synergy works off of the Cataclysm. So obviously, once Jarvan levels up, every single time he makes a Cataclysm. Lee, when Lee levels up, every single time that he challenges, he kicks things to the core. And so what ends up happening is that when you start using Cataclysm on leveled up Lee, he immediately starts kicking things to the core, be it on your opponent's turn, be it on your turn, be it on whatever the hell. He's kicking people to the core, and it's really funny because they get a massive loss of tempo because either you're killing their units or you are sending them back to their hand, which if they're really expensive units can be really annoying to your opponent, the fact that you keep basically kicking them back into the core. We have actually got things such as Golden Aegis, which allows us to rally and keep and go again to be able to kick, and yeah, it's a really good thing. And actually Jarvan levels quite nicely in this deck because not only are we running these kind of like challenge minions slash the units which if they do challenge, which then they get barriers slash whatever not, but obviously because we're in Ionia, we've got the Lee Sin spell, which means that we can give them challenge. We can give the Honored Lord challenge. We can give the Gallant Rider challenge off of the Lee Sin spell, and obviously that then we can increase their damage as well as helping Lee level and helping Jarvan level, because if it's on our attack turn, if they're surviving the attack, then we're helping both champions level. So actually, surprising synergistics between these things. Now, I'm not going to say this is the perfect deck. This is just my build of it and what I found the most success with, but there's probably other ways of building this. Now, like, so for example, like some cards that I've got in here, I've got Key Guardian. Key Guardian I think works really well for me because I can either use it so that I can, number one, get draw. Its whole main purpose is draw. But not only that, it allows me to get barrier, which I can use to put on top of, say, the Protege, or to put on top of the Gallant Rider, so that whatever trade I'm making them do is gonna be boom, they are living and helping us level Jarvan if it's on my attack turn, but also on my defensive turn I can put down a barriered unit which I know is going to be okay going into my next attack turn. And so that's kind of why I like Key Guard, as well as the fact that it's helping Lee to level as well. We've got a couple of denies in there because you've always got to have denies, a couple of barriers as well to, yet again, this is just to help us let things survive that are going to be taking damage, but also it helps us, like, if we wanted to get towards Jarvan in terms of things surviving damage when we're going into our attack turns, it gives us that option. Penitent Squire actually creating that spell, which is helping us, like, because most of the time you either have, like, you know, a Lord or Jarvan or the Gallant Rider in hand, so most of the times you are actually hitting Penitent Squire, and then that just gives me another spell that's going to be helping towards Lee. So it's certain synergies like that, and Retreat yet again is two spells in one, and it's really nice because you can force that to go into a trade and then just take it back and replay it again. If you're replaying a Squire, you get another tattered banner. If you're just, like, you know, replaying like something which you want to just like put back onto the board, like this guy, he will then be able to get his barrier again when he goes in for a challenge. So there's certain things where there's very nice synergies that work out very nicely here. So it's that mix between trying to make sure you've got enough spells but enough units, so you're helping with Lee, but you're also helping with Jarvan. This is the best that I've managed, like I've managed to create it, but I'm not saying this is the definitive way of building this type of deck. We are just trying to get that synergy of Lee continuously kicking things. It's a fun thing, which I said, the reason why I'm building this and showing you is because not many people have done it, and so it's just an interesting thing as an interaction to see how that goes down, because it might not be powerful now, but in the future, if Jarvan gets given more things, or if there's more like those spells in Ionia that make this even more viable, this could be a little funny thing to do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. All of the videos that you will be seeing, like all the things were streamed live, so if you want to catch the action live, please remember that shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me live on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, as well as the fact there is the Discord link down below where there is a monthly games night and a movie night. So if you want to get in there, join the lovely community that we're building there, please feel free to. And just thank you so much for watching, like the support that this channel has been getting. Thank you so much, like, you know, all the comments, the likes, the subscribes, like it all adds up. And honestly, thank you. Just viewing the videos, it all adds up. So thank you. I have got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on YouTube and Twitch, and YouTube is smashing it. So honestly, I have no doubt that we are going to get there together, people. As a team, we can do this. So let's just see how this deck did in a couple of matchups. We're against the Marauders deck. How dare you play Beardy men against me? Especially when I'm playing a deck which is most likely going to lose to it. And I shall accept my loss with grace. With grace and dignity against the Beardy men who cometh. I can throw down you. I guess I could have thrown down the Peasant Squire. And do 1 point of damage to you. Next turn we see the Beardy man. We can throw down. Ooh. I mean, okay. I mean, normally you throw the Beardy man down first, so did you get the thing? But okay, if you don't want to throw the Beardy man down first, I can live with those decisions. So, tattered banner going into this guy just so that he can challenge. We could have also tattered banner into the Gallant Rider, which wouldn't have been too bad, but I can accept damage. I probably shouldn't, because I know what that deck can do. I'm going to throw out the Gallant Rider, because obviously we want to be seeing whether or not they're going to play one of their Beardy men, that we can grab them. Obviously, they could have miscall, like loads of different ways of like making things happen, but it's okay. We're going to go forward with everything. Now, obviously, this now opens up the chance for them to play a Beardy man. Okay, they don't have it. Okay, so potentially the Beardy man axe move. Deny was what I needed there. Actually, Cataclysm's quite good. So, the Beardy men cometh. But before the Beardy men cometh, we at least remove one of them from the field of battle so that they're not getting as buff. They're getting buff, but they're not getting as buff. And that's the main thing here. Fading memories, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. They've still got to play that one. So, boom, we remove that from the field of battle. It also means that next turn when we go into our attack, Jarvan is coming out. So they need to, the fact that they should be going forward here. They should be going forward because they should be trying to get up those stats. But the fact that they don't just means we go forward and Jarvan comes out. I guess technically we could have hooked it off of this guy so we had 6 damage going into their core. Probably would have been the better way of doing this, because literally they would be dead right now if we would have grabbed there. But it's okay. Live and learn. We've got the ability to rally. It's not the best, because obviously they're going to get out a bunch more Beardy men. But I can rally and go forth again. Perfectly fine. They're down to 1 health. Cataclysm. I mean, let's have some fun, you say. Let us have some fun indeed as we go. Hoop, hoop. Just remove the real Beardy man. With the real Beardy man, please stand up. I repeat. With the real Beardy man, please stand up. It's time for you to go to the Shadow Realm. So, if they were to throw any form of buff, we have the ability of throwing down a shield on top of this. It's actually gone really well against a really good deck. It's not been piloted the best, sadly, but obviously, like, you know, they might be new to the deck and learn it, and everyone's got to learn at some point, so it's understandable. It's all good. We're going with throwing this on top of Jarvan. So we've got once more into the fray. So, boom, we just immediately go, well, you go to the Shadow Realm. You go to the Shadow Realm. You all go to the Shadow Realm. We might as well just let that die, and then we just go forward. And that's a Shadow mode. But honestly, you're playing a really fun deck. You're playing a very fun deck. I do love the Beardy man. Just luckily enough, it was not Beardy enough to go against me today. Oh, Twisted Fate on his own. We used the Twisted Fate Fizz, but Twisted Fate on his... I mean, oh my god, this is not going to be a Treasures deck, is it? This is not going to be Get Rich Quick, is it? No! You can't get rich quick me? I'm going to have to keep Deny. As much as I hate myself for doing it, I'm going to have to keep Deny. Just in case. The reason I didn't play the Penitent Squire first is because number one, she's a nice spell. Okay, so it's a Lure of the Depth. So, okay. Now the question is my god, is it going to be a treasure deck? Is that going to be what's his face? Good old, it's got to be the Shipwreck Hoarder. On the positive side, I'm thinking to myself, so we'll go with, nope, that's not the right one. This is the right one, there we go. Throw you out just so you got a barrier on you.
Break their spirits
and their swords. So I can throw Tattered Banner out before throwing this guy, just so he's got Challenger and we'll get his little barrier thing. But I want to draw right there. Slowly but surely, Lee. Slowly but surely, I'll get to you. So I can at least kill this to get myself that slight little bit closer to Jarvan. The level up on Jarvan. Would have been amazing if we'd done that on a move where we could have killed Twisted Fate, but I will accept. I assume this is some form of treasure deck. That's what my mind tells me is going to be happening here. The cogs of my mind turn very slowly, but that's what they tell me.
I need more
Okay, Petty Officer. Oh, a damage. So make it rain potentially. I'm willing to just go into full mana next turn if I need it. I would play Tattered Banner onto this, but okay, they don't want to let me do that. Okay.
We must all do
I
our duty.
expect to see potentially Twisted Fate, or we see Make It Rain. Twisted Fate red card. Right, that's fine. So we could actually just straight up deny this. I was gonna use the deny on the treasures, but we'll just straight up deny this red card because at least more things stay alive right now. There's gonna be a Make It Rain. Okay, that's fine. There's no Make It Rain. We can kill Twisted Fate. Now the question is whether or not that's gonna be Shipwreck Hoarder. Like, I believe that's Shipwreck Hoarder, and it's gonna be all about those treasures. Actually, I guess we go with, right, we go you and you, because that way at least, actually, we might as well kill the keg as well while we're at it, right? So it's just like we're taking damage, surviving, getting closer and closer to Jarvan, which means our next attack turn, we could level Jarvan. That is where this plan is going here. I could throw this Penitent Squire up, but I want to at least save a little bit of mana back. We're getting closer and closer on the lead front. I mean, oh my god, this is gonna be. It's a treasure deck. It's a treasure deck with counterfeit copies. It's all about the treasures. Okay.
Help.
I'm scared, but also really happy to see this. It's like a get rich quick deck. God, this is. Just don't find them. Just don't find them. Okay, right. They got rid of one of their lost. They run production. They use like production surge in that deck. This is a very stupid use of what I'm doing here, because the smarter move would just be straight up kill this. But I'm also thinking to myself, I've got a lot of spells I need to use in order to get Lee leveled. I will do this move instead. So
Out of nowhere.
we'll do that. Gets me more spells, gets me more challenge spells. We now throw Tattered Banner out and then then we throw Jarvan. Jarvan levels himself. Lee comes to the board.
For the prince.
But for the prince, we go forward and boom! There we go. So we're getting rid of you and still doing a bit of damage in. Slowly but surely, Lee. Slowly but surely, you'll start kicking all the bottom. I lost it. I don't know what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be Nail Breaker? Is it gonna be Treasure Trove? Is it gonna be the eggs? The egg! I mean, I don't know what you are. I don't know which treasure they've just got. But we know that they've got a treasure. So hopefully we can level Lee. So now that we've leveled Jarvan, we've continuously got that Cataclysm, which as I said, we can work that in with Lee. So, it's okay. Don't worry, Lee. Don't worry. Potential Nail Breaker coming in from our opponent. We do actually have Sharp Sight that would save Jarvan's life from a Nail Breaker. So I feel like we tattered ban. Actually, he levels like this spell actually levels Lee as well. Okay, what did they? So they just use. I've got hope. So that whatever that is, potentially the box. We already used our deny, or at least one of our denies. I got the cat. I mean, please tell me it's the box. Please tell me it's the box. Oh, it's the eggs. It's the eggs. Okay, I've got no deny for that. Gonna go with some gambles.
Extend your sense.
I'm gonna go with some gambles. Okay, because what we can do. This sounds stupid because it is. Okay, so we can give you.
Our enemies cannot
Give you challenger for no particular reason other than the fact that we are sacrificing your life. It's all good. It's all good. What you're about to see. What you're about to see is glory. We can now defend, defend, and defend. But wait, there's more, because now the Cataclysms should technically mean that he's challenging somebody, meaning that he's kicking them into the core. That should be how this interaction works. So there should be a kick to the core, so it should be boom, challenging, and then there should be Dragon's Kick. Boom into the core! And now every single time Jarvan is making that spell, meaning that Lee gets 2 kicks into the core. Because he gets the 1. He limbers himself up! And he gets the 2! Go on, take him down, Lee, take him down! Take him to the cleaners, Lee! We could have actually used Sharp Sight for this to be lethal. Okay, we'll take him to the cleaners, Lee. We'll take him to the cleaners, yeah? Okay, they've got more eggs. They've got more eggs, but what good does it do you when Lee's doing all the kicks? It's kicking season with Lee. Lee wants them all. This is how Lee gets his kicks. As he then goes forward into the attack turn. We could have even golden ages. This is what this deck does. This whole deck is about using the Cataclysm which Jarvan keeps creating, using it with leveled up Lee to be able to kick all the cards into the core. It's massively stupid. It's massively stupid, as well as the fact that obviously like Jarvan should make himself a protected barrier here, but we could have golden ages and gone again, but shadow mode to my opponent. I love the fact that you're playing a deck which is running treasures and running like a counterfeit copies, but sadly it was my GG today. You know what? Surprisingly enough, this deck's got some moves that people don't expect. Because like, who sees this queuing and thinks, oh, I know exactly what that deck is? Who queues up and sees Lee with Jarvan and thinks, I know that deck. That's quite clearly that one. Okay, I'm going to keep this hand. It's not a bad one. We've got a Penitent Squire, which then allows us to get the banner, which we can potentially put on top of you, so you at least get into the 5-5 with Tough. Spell helping us get towards Lee. We've got a draw spell in here as well. Slowly but surely. We're against Scouts. We can beat Scouts. We've got Jarvan as well. We can beat Scouts. We're not going to, are we?
We play and build.
Ooh. Does that deck... Why don't I remember you in that deck? I honest to God don't remember Pool Shark being in that deck. There's got to be a variation on Scouts. I swear that it was mostly Demacia with... Because it was mostly Demacia because it ran either... It used to run like Bannerman, didn't it? I guess we throw... Actually... Or do we want to go... No, Sonic. We'll throw you out. We're not going to be throwing you out next turn. So that's why I don't mind. Because at least that means that we can still play this next turn. My opponent does nothing. It's fine. And the fact that I've got a barrier spell is quite funny. Okay. We'll go with giving you a barrier because then we're playing you next turn. Oh, you're quite nice. Actually, we'll play you. I wish that I would have actually been able to tattered banner you as well, because then we could have challenged and you could have got a little tiny bubble around you. If we top deck Cataclysm, if they play Misfortune, like, if they don't play anything, we pass. Because I feel like they're going to pass, expecting us to attack forward, and then they're going to play Misfortune. Stopping them from playing Misfortune one turn, like, early can be quite significant. If they don't go for, like, I feel like they've got Misfortune in hand and they're thinking, do I play it? Do I play it or do I leave it? I mean, admittedly, I've got no way of challenging Misfortune. Like, all I can do is hope that I top deck Cataclysm and then I can Cataclysm Misfortune. Okay, so they're not going to play Misfortune now. That's what that tells me.
I mustn't stop.
It's impossible for them to play Misfortune there. So we'll go forward like this. Most likely, Tracker kills you because it's the best trade, as well as the fact that you're the main guy who could deal. I mean, that's fine because. I mean, why would you still... I mean, you know what? I'm not going to question it. Oh, they're helping Lev and Jarvan. We're not going to question it. Obviously, they still want to keep a bit of a build for themselves. Oh, the ability to actually even retreat and recall, like replay somebody is quite nice.
My shield is yours.
We could also barrier somebody if we wanted to, but part of me's actually considering the recall action here. Is that it's just next time you summon an ally, it does state this round, so I can't play this early and then go into the next round and get that. That's the point that I'm trying to make there. I could actually recall this and then replay it. Do this and then play. It's a very stupid move, but I will accept it. Because at least that means that he has challenge. And then we can give challenge to the Gallant Rider. Is this going to be okay? Because him getting challenged means that he's going to get a block. So we're basically, hopefully, going to level Jarvan next turn. That's the goal. We'll see whether it goes off. Obviously, they could single combat this. It wouldn't be too hard to expect single combat hitting in here, in all honesty. Apparently, it's taken my opponent a long time to consider whether or not they are going to single combat or not. It's the best move that they've got if they've got it. They don't do it, it's fine. I mean, maybe it's all an elaborate ruse where they're waiting for me to tattered banner and then do this. And then they kill him with... And then they kill him. But it's okay, I don't mind doing it. It's got me halfway towards Lee. Tattered banner into you.
Faster.
Which just means that you turn into a 5-5. And just the challenges goes round. So you challenging for the first time means you get barrier. This is perfectly fine. Now, admittedly, my opponent's best move here is literally to do nothing. Because all they can do is give me another option for what I want to kill. So right now, my options on the board are only these two. And in a scout deck, these aren't exactly the best minions. They're not scout minions themselves. They're not Misfortune and they're not Quinn. So literally, the best move my opponent can do is nothing. Ooh, okay. Or they played that. That's fine.
Right out.
I mean, it's not the best, but I will accept it. So I trade both of these off, and now they could play Quinn. So next turn, they potentially play a scout min. They potentially play Quinn, or they play Misfortune. Or Valor, actually. They can play Valor through this. And they get more increased damage. But obviously, this is a hard unit for them to deal with right now. The toughness of this unit... That's also the level up on Jarvan, by the way. Getting closer and closer to Lee. Everything is working out against this scout deck. So, okay, that's fine. They could have summoned that next turn, because then it would have the increased damage. But they might just want to kill this guy, which is understandable. Obviously, we could still barrier him up and save him if we wanted to. So Quinn or Misfortune drop here. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was not the one I was expecting to drop this turn. We've got the ability of using prismatic barrier to save somebody's life here. So we at least save your life. They immediately went forward into this as well, which is a bit of a surprise because I mean I guess they thought it was their best chance, which is understandable because it means it would have traded everything off my side of the field and kept the Cyphria the Bold on theirs, and also it would have meant that everything would have been traded off of my side, so I couldn't just immediately go forward and get Jarvan out. So I can kind of understand the thinking behind this, but it's okay. So next turn we immediately go forward, and then Jarvan comes out and takes Cyphria the Bold away from them. So we've actually got challenge as well. So I guess we take Valor away as well. But yes, to the field as you go forward. Now they could technically use single combat, or actually no, not single combat. They could single combat off of Valor. They could have also used the spell. Why can't I think of the name of it right now? The Misfortune spell, Make It Rain. They're going to use Make It Rain to do that. Obviously, we've got denies, but they don't know that we've got denies. So we're actually in a really good position against this scout deck right now. Slowly but surely getting closer and closer to Lee. So now literally we're at that point where literally just Jarvan can just challenge like anyone off their field of battle. So boom, Jarvan just comes in with his little bit. It's actually a really good ability of Jarvan, just with every single time he challenges, he just gets a barrier. It's ridiculous, but it's really good for us right now. And it's really good for what we're doing. So, ooh, I mean, does that actually, that just survives. They just survived. Really well played here from my opponent. So they remove Jarvan, but we've got another Jarvan in hand, but they don't know that. So they kill Jarvan. That's fine. We get Lee out.
Force is meaningless.
Force is meaningless without skill. And then we just go forward next turn and Jarvan comes out again. Actually, we could actually level Lee this turn if we put a barrier spell on top of him. So we could throw a barrier spell on top of Lee just to level him. It's not the best because technically I would want to see them develop, but we're also doing a lot of damage into them right now. I will accept. It's not lethal. We could have technically, I guess, played the Eye of the Dragon. Actually, no, that is lethal. I forgot that he's actually got a 7 attack stat. Shell emote to my opponent. For some reason, I still thought that jump, but shell emote to my opponent. Really well played. We got there in the end, though. That's what I mean. So, scouts are down. Oh, I love these kinds of decks. Like, these decks are the ones that I love the most. Now, admittedly, I am probably going to lose to it, but I will love every second of it. So, I want to keep the, like, in case they play Zoe, I kind of need to keep this slash... actually just play the Penitent Squad. Actually, no, I can't play the Penitent. Now I can play the Penitent Squad. We had no elites in the hand, so that's why I couldn't play her to begin with. But now we've got an elite in the hand, so we can just straight up throw down this, and it actually even means that the Eye of the Dragon could be. Actually, no. I mean, we've got other units that are going to be better now. So we play Eye of the Dragon next turn, and we could play the Protege, but I feel like we go with Tattered Banner into this guy. Just so that we get that barrier coming in off of him. Jarvan loves a barrier.
For the prince.
For the prince. For Demacia. As we just throw this out right now. So Hush could come out. Hush could. Oh, Mystic Shot. Crap. I should have played you. I should have played the Protege. Mistakes were made, but we'll kill her in the end. We let her live for now. I'm after you though, Zoe. I'm after you, little girl. So, Protege can come out and like potentially kill her. Right, which actually, even Galliant Rider. Galliant Rider is also another really good way of maybe getting rid of her. I guess we play both of them this turn. So we play Penitent Square and you next turn. Tattered Banner into that. I could stop this. I'm going to let it go and hope that it's not going to be a significant upgrade. Okay, please. Of course it would be Scout. Why would it not be Scout? I mean, admittedly, my opponent's not using it, so that's good. They could have actually used Viktor's Scout to be quite devastating. I'm quite glad they decided against it. Genius in action! Potential hushes and potential problems, but what we want to do is we're going to go Tattered Banner into this guy. Now it's left. We've got 2 challenge minions. Hopefully they can't stop them both. 2 hushes! 2 hushes immediately hit this field of play. It's okay.
Just a little farther.
It's okay. I can believe in this. So you turn into this. Potentially we can kill Viktor. Yes! We kill Viktor and Zoe! So. The other one comes out. The Piltover Enforcer is on the scene. Shit. Now, admittedly, we do have the ability of Jarvan. What you're about to see here are the skills to pay the bills. Because if they get Vi up to 10 damage, we then go with the retreat so that she doesn't level. So here's a little lesson in trickery. I can still wait. Here's the fun part. Trouble coming at you, not today. As we save you from this 10 damage, and then Jarvan can come and sort you out. I don't want to play her onto the field because she would summon another Dragonlin and basically that would take up the field. We need a space on the field for Jarvan to go into. So that's the reason why we didn't replay her. But okay, we go. I will take this. And I will take Doggo because you know who wants Vi's bumhole. Jarvan coming at you! So admittedly, they could use a damage spell to get rid of his barrier, but that should technically still mean that Vi dies. I mean, I guess we deny it. So it forces another spell out of them. So we're just trying to force more removal spells. But the point is that Vi would still die. Shut him out to my opponent! Jarvan coming at you! Yes! Oh, you were playing a very interesting deck, but you can't beat it when Demacia gets a rolling. More Egyptian god cards. Let's see how this goes. The Sun Disc comes out. We play our Penitent Squire. We go forward immediately with Penitent Squire because we've got nothing else that we can play right now. So we immediately go forward with Penitent Squire. We use Tattered Banner on top of Protege. But wait a minute, he already has the challenger keyword. We do it. We're not going to do it. We do it anyway. Oh, the rock hopper. Penitent Squire does take a lot of damage from the rock hopper. I'm willing to wait. I shall bide my time. But okay, so we now throw you out. Lee's on the way.
Who does not know the name?
Who does not know the name, Lotto? We live in hallowed times. Okay, we go for trying to kill her. I guess we throw this forward as well because your usefulness has sadly ended, he says. So you're gonna die because you know for a fact that they just got Renekton in the hand. Ooh, okay, no, it's not. Okay, so it might have been a Zia then. We'll play Lee. I shall play Leroy Jenkins. Because false is meaningless without skill. My name will echo woos throughout the Hoodafoos. To do this, followed by this. Actually, do we? There is the potential that Lee dies to that. I will take this.
No quarter.
No quarter. All the Cataclysms. All the Jarvans! Renekton will be coming for one of our bomb holes, buddy boo. I just hope that it's this guy, because if it's Lee, we can barrier him. Oh crap! It's a good job we get the deny! Otherwise that would be the Sundays hard the cards in terms of top decking deny! Because that would have been that Sun Disc leveling up, and that would have been problematic times. We could use Cataclysm to remove at least the Emperor. But I feel that we leave it because I feel that Renekton's going to go for somebody. I feel like they're going to have like something that's going to grab somebody. So I'm willing to honestly leave that. Oh, okay, or they just immediately go forward with Renekton. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we put a barrier on top of Lee and then we let him kick a bit harder. Obviously, they could have the old quicksand. But we're going to go to gamble. Quicksand. Well, no, I mean, we've got more Jarvans, it's fine. It's okay, Jarvan. I mean, admittedly, we should have just let the damage go in. We should have just let the damage go in. I regret my decisions. I will just go forward with you right now. Admittedly, they could have that spell again to kill Lee, but I was going to take the risk there, so... We live in hallowed times! We're going to need the spell mana. We're going to need the spell mana right now. Lee needs more spells, but we're going to need spell mana. It's okay. I guess I could play you down to become vulnerable, but it's fine. So I need to top deck some quick spells. Quick spells be quick so that we can save Lee's life. We need to burst speed. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So it can be undone. It can be undone.
Those banners.
Need to ask myself, am I willing to go down to 10? I can go down to 10, right? Or do we throw you out and then throw Golden Aegis out? That's also an option, right? We'll throw you out and then we'll throw Golden Aegis out.
I will not hold back.
I will not hold back. So we'll throw Golden Aegis out. Might as well get this going. Go get him, Jarvan. Go get him, Jarvan. Give them both barriers. Let's go. Let's go. And then that should hopefully mean, so right of negation. That's okay. It's sad times, but it was to be expected. There's Renekton. That's Renekton. I guess we go off of Lee to kill you. Because that still means that he gets the barrier, which then means that's still an attack, which means that Jarvan levels. Domorcia! Domorcia! How close are you right now? One spell away. So we've got all the Cataclysms right now. So that's the level up on Jarvan, but one Cataclysm's the level up on Lee. And so it begins. And so it begins! Shurima is Sand and Sky. Obviously, they're getting closer and closer on this. This is becoming squeaky bum time. But now, our combos for the flag. Go get him, Lee. Go kick that crocodile's bumhole directly into the core. Go do it. We could have actually technically killed... We could have killed him. We could have killed him if we would have thrown down Beardy. Obviously, they could have Quicksand. As I said, Quicksand's my main counter. But I've got nothing that I can't even barrier him up right now. Because obviously, he has to take a kick. So, that's fine. We'll let them hourglass. It's okay, it's okay. Slowly but surely. We'll start kicking them to the core. Oh, this is about kicking people to the core right now. Go get him, buddy boo. Go get him. God, we kick the rock hopper in. I'm thinking to myself, do I want, like, I could just straight up be killing these things. I could straight up be killing these things, by the way. I just want to point that out. No, we could have killed these things, but why the hell not? Let's just cataclysm everything into the core and let's just let, like, Lee go crazy on people. Let's just let Lee just kick everyone into the core right now. Shred, because obviously then we go forward. But shout out to my opponent. I love the fact that you're playing the Egyptian gods. But the Egyptian gods have got nothing on the continuous kicking action of Lee and Jarvan. So that is the Just for Kicks deck. As I said, it's meme tier, but it's quality meme tier. It's quality meme tier in terms of the fact that once Lee and Jarvan are on the board together, just that continuous kicking. Like, I know that you could use Jarvan to continuously trade things off the board, but what's more satisfying than continuously kicking things into the core coming off of Lee? Now, admittedly, like Lee's, there's no way of giving Lee overwhelming this deck, which is like his main cause of like a victory, but this is just a funny way of doing things. I said this is not a legitimate deck, it's just an interesting interaction between those two champions. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as the fact that obviously you can catch the action live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Why don't you stop by and say hello there? I love it whenever anyone comes in and says hello. I've come over from your YouTube. It's very nice to see. As well as there is the Discord link down below, as I say, that if you want to get in the Discord, which there's a games night and a movie night that's running there monthly. So if you want to get involved, get on mic as we watch a terrible film or play some games, please feel free. There's also the merch link down below if you want to check out some Legends of Runeterra merchandise. I'm not wearing one of my t-shirts today, sadly, but if you want to check out, I got a graphic artist to make a couple of designs that I thought in my head seemed like good ideas. And if not even just to buy them, if you just want to look at them and please give me your feedback, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, or whatever it is for you. And until next time, bye.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.